When you make your food, is every ingredient critical? When you have a recipe, is it a crime to take it and change the ingredients up? Like willy-nilly? I'm Courtney Miller, and today we are going to be investigating what recipes have been altered. How so? How severe the crime? Chance?
Yeah. What?
Angela?
Yeah.
You guys like food? You cook?
Yeah, we both do cook.
And they let you cook, do they?
What? Who is they?
Courtney, you okay? You guys cook, you dabble in the kitchen. Yeah. That is important. We need your expertise to research these crime scenes today.
Okay.
We have evidence from 3 dishes. Hope you're hungry for justice, motherfucker.
Oh.
This is Culinary Crimes. We have 3 cases today. Okay. Angela, check under your chair.
What? No way. No way.
You're crazy.
No way.
now.
Check under your chair. Oh my God, there's something under it. Oh my God. Wait, is there something under my chair?
No.
Oh.
This is crazy!
Yeah, I'm really excited for you. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's the evidence!
Okay.
Oh my God, the bag.
Pre-wrapped.
We have case number 1.
Oh my God!
Can you put this somewhere?
Yes.
What do we call you?
Courtney Miller.
Okay.
It's still Courtney.
It's still me.
Angela, it's Courtney.
Okay, here we go. The crime scene is zucchini oatmeal waffle.
What do you mean, zucchini oatmeal? Zucchini oatmeal waffle.
Those are 3 separate words that don't need to be next to each other.
No, not at all.
It must be maybe a vegan waffle?
Oh.
Or a savory waffle, perhaps?
Oh.
The ingredients include, get your
Oh.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Okay.
ingredients include
Okay.
milk, shredded zucchini,
Oh my God.
I spelled
Eggs.
milk with an N.
eggs,
Oh, okay.
melted butter,
Got it.
whole wheat flour,
Got it.
quick cooking oats,
Yep.
baking powder,
Yep.
brown sugar, salt,
Okay.
ground cinnamon.
Got it.
Sounds pretty good.
You don't know shorthand?
No, my pen's.
The incident. The suspect on September 6th at 4:22 p.m. I used a tablespoon of cinnamon and a 1/4 teaspoon of blank. I used half whole wheat flour and half blank. I also used blank instead of milk because I had it in the fridge and needed it to get it used up soon. Also was out of brown sugar, so used blank. Finally, rather than melted butter, used blank.
Your Honor, I solved it already. I solved it. Look at the time, Your Honor.
I know, shortly after a doobie.
4:22.
4:22. I updated this last time and it didn't save, which is too bad because I made notes about the wheat to blank ratio that I cannot recall.
Oh.
Okay, this is a lot.
Let's ride.
However, we have more evidence. This recipe, apparently, is a 2-parter.
What?
More blanks. Crispy cereal chicken.
Okay. Okay.
It's chicken and waffles.
Yeah. Yeah.
The ingredients of this crime scene include crispy rice cereal squares, such as rice checks, garlic salt, seasoned salt, egg, milk, and skinless, boneless chicken breast halves.
You were right about the savory waffle.
It must be a savory waffle for the chicken.
Yeah, I love
Interesting.
that.
Okay, so the suspect at 7:36 a.m. It's cursed.
Too early.
Okay, so I did a bunch of changes as I didn't have some of the ingredients. I used blank that was originally made for blank. I put blank in a Ziploc with some shakes of blank, and blank. In a different bowl, I threw in an egg and some milk in it and whisked it. I covered the blank in blank, then the egg wash, and then the cereal mix. Baked at 375 for 25 minutes. The husband loved this. He said the crunch from the cereal was different, but really good. We'll definitely make this again. Whew! There's a lot of replacements in this recipe.
I like it.
Two-parter.
I like
This
it.
is huge. This is a crime scene.
Creme insane.
We gotta remember, we're making chicken and waffles. We're making chicken and waffles.
We're making chicken and waffles.
Oh my God, it looks good.
This is crazy.
Smells pretty good too.
Let me smell.
Cereal. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely looks like cereal.
Okay, the waffles smell amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It's not looking really too freaky or different to
It does
me.
not look freaky or different at all.
I'm seeing some green in the waffle.
Wait.
Is zucchini green?
This is a legit.
Is zucchini green?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, so
Yeah.
should we investigate each piece of evidence individually or put them together from the get?
I'm thinking separately. And
I
then
think
together
separate,
later.
then
I
together.
love that.
I like the journey.
We have a job to do. Let's party after.
Okay,
you know what
chicken
I mean?
first.
I think chicken
first?
Chicken
Okay,
first.
chicken first.
You want any chicken first, Natural?
Oh my God.
3,
2, 1.
There's a way to find a way to replace all of this.
Now I'm getting a spice.
It is chicken, I think.
Bunch of changes.
Oh, that's a lot of spice.
A lot of spice, which I'm not mad about. I like that it's crispy.
It's not bad. I'm very curious, like, this looks like maybe the chicken decided to add it into the thing. All right, it's waffle time.
Waffle time.
It's waffle time.
It's waffle fucking time.
See, that stuff is different than what I would assume.
It gives, I think there's like a lot of nutmeg in this. Like,
I like that.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, definitely ground cinnamon still in there.
Yeah, there's cinnamon.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay, cinnamon is
Thank
still.
God.
It feels like the zucchini tagged along last second in the hangout. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
oh,
like,
can I come over? And they're like, all right, I guess we'll make room.
Okay,
at least they got some vegetables in there, because there ain't no vegetables on this plate.
what if this is like, what if they're messing with us and this green in here is a different green, like a broccoli?
It's possible that they
It's
put like
possible.
a
I'm trying to have-
cucumber in there because there's really not a ton
That is
going
too
on.
green to be cucumber, girl.
No, that could
Wait,
be
is it?
No, that could be it. I'm trying to have just a piece of the.
Come here. Come to puppy.
Okay, she had something in the fridge that
Yeah.
she needed to get rid of.
Yeah.
When I have stuff in my fridge I need to get rid of, it's always yogurt.
Oh my God, it could be cucumber.
I gotta get rid of this.
It could be cucumber.
I think the crazy mystery here is that it doesn't look or taste like it wouldn't be this.
Yes, like it looks like zucchini.
So when we find out, what if it's like avocado or something?
No, it feels
like
like
we
it's too
taste that.
dark to be avocado.
Hold on, I'm gonna close my eyes.
Oh. Hey.
I'm gonna try the chicken again as well.
Okay.
God damn. This is a tablespoon of cinnamon and a quarter tablespoon of blank.
It's gotta be nutmeg. It's gotta be nutmeg. Can we
Yep.
please lock in nutmeg?
You know,
Let's
it
lock
must
it in.
be. It must be.
It's gotta be.
nutmeg.
I can tell when nutmeg is in something when it tastes like Christmas.
Wait, what about cloves
Yes.
too?
Cloves. I thought cloves. Cloves, ground cloves, possible.
Huh? Cloves?
It's another one of those seasonal seasonings.
The only clove I got is a garlic clove, honey.
That is so Angela. And then it was half whole wheat flour and half blank. So they got a little freaky with trying to make it even more complex.
So, like almond flour,
Oh, yeah, maybe almond flour?
cornstarch.
I will say it's very like, it's really light.
also really reminds me of like a blueberry muffin.
It is giving muffin.
But you guys, it's like a dark, I think almond flour is such a good guess. Or like, cause it's just, it's not fluffy. Like, look, it's just like kinda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and we're thinking maybe cucumber instead.
I like
Cucumber or like, we would taste broccoli, right?
I think we would taste broccoli,
Oh,
and I think
yeah.
it would hold together more.
A broccoli would never get away with this.
I think this is cucumber. I think you're so right.
I love that. You said that.
And then as far as the chicken goes, I have a feeling that instead of seasoned salt or something, they did pepper.
Yeah, like black pepper or some shit.
Yeah, because it's attacking my mouth.
super- yeah.
Your chicken is more
I was gonna say,
flakes.
yeah.
Mine is more seasonings.
Yes, 100% the seasoning.
It's-
And I
So
can
maybe
see the
pepper
black pepper.
instead of seasoned salt, you said?
I think so. There's a
Yeah.
lot of different color in there.
There's red in here.
Definitely, it's got to be a different cereal.
Yeah.
It's got to be like cornflakes instead.
Uh-huh.
And
Good.
got to be the seasonings are just all kinds of messed up.
Yeah,
At
this
least there are seasonings.
True. You said almond flour?
I feel like it's a flour that isn't boisterous.
Rice flour?
Like a flour that makes things, you know?
Rice flour? I also used melted butter, so instead of melted butter.
What about
Yes,
almond
exactly,
milk?
we're replacing it.
Almond milk instead of milk. Yes.
I think out of baking powder. I feel like everybody just like doesn't have baking powder.
Oh, that's funny, because that's why it's so flat.
Or
That might be why.
and then rather than instead of brown sugar, I used
White sugar, cane sugar.
oatmeal.
or powdered.
Seems like somebody just got in there, suspect just got in there and made a mess.
Okay. All right, I think we have a general idea of what has been changed. Let's fly in the verdict. Here it is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. If it's not cucumber, I'll freak out.
In the case of the zucchini oatmeal waffle, we find that I used a tablespoon of cinnamon and a quarter tablespoon of cloves.
Oh my god, it is cloves!
I used half of whole wheat flour and half bread flour.
What is bread flour?
What's
Different,
bread flour? Isn't
thicker,
bread flour
sadder.
just
I also used half and half instead of milk because I had it in the fridge, didn't need to get used up soon.
Oh my god, the fat content out of the roof.
Yeah, no wonder. Also was out of brown sugar, so used white sugar.
I knew it.
And finally, rather than melted butter, used applesauce.
Oh, I've heard of this. I've heard of this. People using applesauce.
And we're probably not picking up on apple because there's so much clove.
There's
Yeah.
so much clove.
And then
Which,
the rest was just about the ratio of flour.
cinnamon, clove, apple, actually a really cool combo. I like it.
That's a very like Christmassy
Yeah.
waffle, but why are you
100%.
doing a zucchini waffle?
Wait, it was still zucchini?
The zucchini wasn't touched.
It is zucchini, so zucchini is green.
The zucchini was innocent. And in the case of the crispy cereal chicken, we find, okay, so did a bunch of changes, didn't have some of the ingredients. I used turkey that was originally made for schnitzels. I put cornflakes in a Ziploc with some shakes of garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper. In a different bowl, I threw an egg and some milk in it and whisked it. I covered the schnitzels in flour, then the egg wash, then the cereal mix. Baked for da-da-da-da-da. The husband loved this. Crunch from the cereal was really good. We'll definitely make this again.
I can't
knew
believe it was turkey.
I knew that there was something different about this meat. I was like, there's no way this was like just how the chicken happened to be or the turkey or whatever. So it was schnitzel, which is like a very specific way that
Yeah,
meat where it's like flattened.
You
and-
pound it down.
Yeah. Let's try the real thing. All right.
Oh,
So this is the real thing.
see,
Already like brighter.
that
color.
waffle's alive. It's breathing. The chicken, though, I will say the other chicken was looking cute, except it was turkey.
Except it was schnitzel.
And what kind of cereal was on this one?
Rice Krispies.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm a chicken girl. That's it.
You're a chicken girl.
Oh my God, this chicken's incredible.
You really can't detect the zucchini in either one.
That's a good thing.
And honestly, the other waffles might have been a little bit better flavor-wise.
No way, because of the clove.
Because of the clove. Yep.
Here's what I'm gonna say. That other chicken was seasoned better.
Really?
Yeah?
Well,
Wow.
I would say there was some crime committed in this.
Uh-huh.
I think that,
Zucchini shouldn't have been there in the first place.
yeah, it's so interesting to just like want zucchini in it, but that wasn't changed. I think it's pretty cursed to use turkey instead of chicken and waffles.
That's the biggest crime for me.
But
Yeah,
they
I
are
agree.
separate recipes, granted, but
100%. But they don't call it turkey and waffles for a reason.
it's pretty cursed to take schnitzel and then turn it into fried whatever, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it was pretty good.
The suspect that made chicken into turkey schnitzel probably does crazy stuff with turkey. You know what I mean? Probably
Yeah.
uses it for everything because the confidence to be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make this chicken. It's crazy.
I mean, it's a bird.
A misdemeanor at best.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, on to the next case. Chance, the next case, please.
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Okay. Great.
Oh my god.
The crime scene is baked ziti.
Okay.
Wow.
If something's wrong with it, I'll know.
Okay.
Awesome. The recipe is
Okay.
olive oil, large yellow onion finely chopped, cloves, garlic finely chopped, kosher salt and freshly ground pepper, tomato paste, whole peeled tomatoes packed in juice, tomato puree or sauce, red pepper flakes, optional, necessary.
We're putting them in there, yeah.
Ricotta, heavy cream, finely grated Parmesan, or pecorino, plus more grating for on top. Ziti, rigatoni, penne, manicotti, or other short tube-like pasta. Fresh mozzarella, cut into half-inch pieces.
Good. Good. I took some notes, detective.
You do love baked ziti. It's what you got at Buka.
Is that one of your favorites?
Yeah, I get it. We have it for Christmas and Easter and New Year's Eve and every holiday.
Oh my God.
That's why I have you on this case.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
The incident on June 21st at 9:14 a.m. I was looking to use less blank, but after reading a note here, I used exactly listed, as you should. Definitely the right choice. Such a treat. I know these are sweet, but blank are by design sweet. One thing I did alter, one of my 2 batches I put blank in a small baggie and smashed them with the bottom of a small glass bowl. The output was just as effective as chopping with a knife, but a lot quicker and less to clean up. Witness number 1, cookies.
Is it a question mark?
The witness said cookies?
The witness said cookies? So this witness was clearly confused by this comment. I was going to use less cookies. I put cookies in a small baggie.
Wait, what?
Cookies?
I was going to use less blank, but after reading a note here, I know these are sweet. What's sweet?
I think they think baked ziti is sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Do they
They
think,
think baked ziti is
ricotta is cookie?
Because I think they might think ricotta is just like, it's like a dessert kind of thing sometimes. So like if you're saying baked ziti and there's ricotta in the recipe, they probably think it's some kind of sweet.
Because I will say that's the most sweet thing in the baked ziti that
Yeah.
sometimes I use like very little of just because it's hot and fat.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting. I think it's time
Oh
to
my
see the evidence.
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh
my
where is
God.
blue.
is it blue?
Oh God.
What?
What have they done?
Wait, I want to take a picture. Oh my God.
What is baked
It
ziti
don't look
supposed
right.
to look
It looks like it's been in the fridge a little too long.
Okay, baked ziti, depending on the family and the household, sometimes it can look like this, sometimes it can look like more mushy. Like my grandma does it like a lot more mushy, but a lot of people do this like this because it's basically the sister to a lasagna.
Oh no.
It's basically the sister to a lasagna.
Oh no.
It's basically the sister to a lasagna.
Oh no, you guys. I think there's chocolate.
It's blue. Is it M&M's?
I think there's chocolate.
Cookies? Oh my God, I'm so.
Oh my God, it is chocolate.
It is?
Let's
It
try.
looks
No,
like it.
chocolate isn't blue, idiots.
Okay, we need to bite it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay,
We need to understand this criminal's mind.
Oh my
Ready?
God, you have a huge bite. You're such a good detective.
3, 2, 1. Oh, why did I do that?
What the hell?
Bro! Oh, why'd she do this?
Who did it? Who did it?
Up.
Who did
That's
it?
so fucked up.
I don't think they know what baked ziti is. I don't think they know what
No, what is the blue? That's like Jolly Rancher blue. That's not like
Marcus,
blueberry blue.
power up the electric chair.
Yeah. It's gotta be like, okay, let's say guesses. It's blue. How many blue things are
That's
there?
what I'm saying, but it's like candy blue, where it's like, who made this? Like a college kid on
They put
Molly?
peeps in here.
So there's chocolate, right? We like agree
Yeah,
there.
There's definitely chocolate.
Okay, I'm going to use less.
Okay, what did they say about cookies? Where'd the cookies come in?
Cookies? What are blue cookies?
M&M cookies.
Okay, so maybe on your way to making pasta. Oh my gosh, you have to get inside the mind of the criminal, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So on your way to making pasta, are there any blue things in this stuff? Or like if you had chocolate, is there anything with the chocolate that would be blue? Are there any like, what the f is this?
M&Ms.
Yeah,
Is there
I
marshmallow
put
cookies?
M&Ms in a baggie and smashed them with the bottom of a small glass bowl.
But that just sounds f***ed up.
Do you think this is an accident? Is there a word for cookie that also means something else? That's what I feel like happened. I feel like this
Or
person,
ziti.
so this person made a mistake. And that's why witness number 1 went, you mean cookies? So the suspect, I think the suspect used something with the word that they think is this, but it actually means cookies.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh, yes, there is a candy or a cookie that maybe sounds like ricotta. Or is it like?
Or like,
Chips Ahoy.
Oh my God. So they used, okay, the cleanup, there was less cleanup. Chopping with, more effective is chopping with a knife, but a lot quicker and less to clean up.
what if she's talking about something else? Like, what if she read the wrong recipe? I'm like,
But then, so we're just applying a comment for the wrong recipe to this recipe.
Yeah. The suspect, I feel like, is looking at the wrong recipe, right?
I mean, there's no other way. I don't see this making sense to somebody unless they were on a drug that is illegal. So I think we have to just agree that this comment was not meant for this recipe.
No.
And if someone were to try and wanted to experiment with the recipe and use what they said,
This is what they would do.
this is the crime.
And that's because of witness number one.
And the crime, that is the whole show. The crime happened.
The crime
Someone did
happened,
it.
and I would call this negligence.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's get the verdict for this one.
Literally, it's like opening a college acceptance letter. I'm so excited.
Oh. All right. I was going to use less sugar, but after reading a note here, I used exactly listed. Definitely the right choice. Was such a great treat. I know these are sweet, but cookies with M&Ms are by design sweet. One thing I did alter with one of my 2 batches, I put the M&Ms in a small baggie and smashed them with the bottom of a small bowl. The output was as effective as chopping with a knife, but got a lot quicker and less to clean up.
He said, cookies?
Cookies?
Yeah, because the chocolate does look like little bursts of, like, it looks like M&Ms.
Clearly this suspect was at the wrong place at the wrong time. And wasn't intentional. We've seen worse on this show so far. I'd say this was negligence.
Yeah.
A slap in the wrist, maybe.
More than a slap and a wrist. They still did it.
Yeah, no, it's offensive.
Yeah, imagine if someone followed this recipe and put it in.
Yeah.
That's a crime. What do you think?
I'll say parole.
All right, let's try the real thing. Colors that match.
Yeah. There's something so disorienting about the blue.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Or they
Make
like,
sure you get some of the ricotta.
of course.
By design, a little sweet. So good.
That is so much better.
Yeah.
This is the
That's
way.
crazy how the M&Ms that up so bad.
Yeah, I think chocolate, when you.
Yeah.
You like to use chocolate with chicken, right?
Yeah, mole, but that's
Yeah.
so different.
Yeah.
Now this
Delicious.
tastes like justice.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah, I think I'm sleeping on baked ziti, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. I think it's
Something
because it's a lot of cheeses and it's heavy.
It is heavy and it's a lot of cheese, there's a lot of carbs.
You might as well get
But people
meat
are
in
eating
there.
that not a lot of meat.
None.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They'd rather have lasagna, so you have a meat.
Oh. Could you put meat in here? Could it be a meat sauce?
Well, you can put M&Ms in there, you can put meat in there.
Nice!
Oh, you okay?
Are you okay? I punched you with a ring.
Chance, check under your seat.
No! No! Oh!
Thank you. Could you?
Oh.
Nice. Oh my God. I just saw it.
Easy sugar cookies.
Ooh.
Ingredients: all-purpose flour, baking soda, baking powder, butter, softened, white sugar, egg, vanilla extract.
Easy peasy, lemon squeeze.
Pretty simple. The incident on December 24th at 10:41 p.m.
Christmas Eve.
Haven't we heard the wisdom all our lives that the simple things are often the best? We have countless cookie recipes,
What?
but none can make the simple sugar cookie go pale. I haven't tried this one, but with all the comments favoring it, I think I might. Fish is another good example of the wisdom of simplicity.
Fish?
Many scrumptious recipes for fish and shellfish exist, But it's hard to beat simply applying some butter and sautéing it or baking it just until tender, then splashing it with lemon or lime juice. Nothing can bring out the sweet, delicate flavor of seafood better than that. My tuna salad is simplicity itself. Mixed drained tuna with lemon or lime juice, then enough mayo till it holds together. Maybe chopped celery for crunch. So many recipes on these boards seem to be trying to be as unique and unheard of, and therefore somehow glamorous as possible. Yet the only embellishment I consider for a sugar cookie is to substitute some of the blank with blank. The aroma and taste do what glamour never could.
Wow.
What the f?
That's a lead up.
Oh my God.
Okay, hang on.
Wait. Yeah.
Yeah. Girlie went on a fish
Tangent.
See,
fish tangent.
you picture girly, I picture Milady.
I picture like Maleficent, like Megamind as supervillain, like, you want of crime, bitch? Here's my stage.
You wanted cookies, you say?
She wrote that on Christmas Eve. She needs somebody to hang with.
No. So you
That
know what
made
it is? It's like a 48-year-old woman by herself.
And it's 10:41 p.m. It's about to be Christmas.
And she,
She needs to go to bed or Santa won't come.
she's talking about fish on a pole online. It's Christmas.
December 24th, 2010.
2010, the year of.
So it was, that's when Tumblr was kind of popping off. Maybe she's just really used to oversharing.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
We need to try this thing. Let's try the evidence. It looks like they replaced flour with something. Or like baking powder or something.
chunk.
Something that made it rise differently. Because I thought sugar cookies are supposed to be,
Flat.
yeah.
Yeah, these are
usually
some
always-
plump boys.
Okay,
Okay.
ready? I want this one.
Oh my God.
Okay, ready? Okay, let's go.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Okay, she made them big.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait. I love them.
A little bland.
A little bland.
Love the squishy gooiness.
It's a sugar cookie.
Yeah.
It's supposed to give it like a little more.
I think it's something with the physics of how it blew up. I think you're right, detective.
I love the gooiness though. It's really, so maybe that's the glamour that she's referring to in her memoir.
Okay, so maybe it's
You take flour and use yeast instead?
baking soda, baking powder.
Just for the viewers and not for me. What is the difference between baking powder and baking soda?
I really don't know.
Same. Another mystery for another day. What do we think was replaced? Do we think it was some kind of powder? Mm-hmm. Replace the flour with,
Egg.
or sugar with,
Why did she do this? This girl's a mystery.
I've met this woman before. When I worked at the pharmacy, I had all kinds of people who that was their biggest event of the day. Was rolling up, getting their meds, and going home. And that's okay.
Yeah, my grandma was like that.
It's a lot. And you get every bit of information that they have.
Yeah.
If you need information on something as an interrogator, just go to a pharmacy. Whoever's in line, they want to talk to you.
I'm gonna rip
They're
open
like-
one more. I need to smell it.
Ooh.
I think this has everything that the recipe.
I've got it.
I've got it. She wrote that on Christmas Eve. She needs somebody to hang with.
I think it's egg and banana. I think it's egg and banana.
We would taste that.
You would taste it.
You would taste it. This lady took flour and used baking soda or baking powder. I can't decide which
There's
one.
no banana?
No.
Okay.
Shall we find the verdict?
Yeah.
Our final case, our final verdict. So many recipes on these boards seem to be trying to be as unique and unheard of and therefore somehow glamorous as possible. Yet, the only embellishment I'd consider for a sugar cookie is to substitute some of the butter with cream cheese.
Oh.
The aroma and taste do what glamour never could.
Oh my God! That's why these things are so thick, bro.
That's the gooiness, I think.
It is the gooiness, and you know what? I love it.
Brennan, you want a cookie?
Oh, reach.
It's like a bagel.
Help her.
I cannot believe it.
I like
It's
it.
not much of a crime because
No.
you're substituting some of the butter with cream cheese.
Love it.
So interesting. There's cheesecake, cream cheese is in cheesecake.
Yeah.
It's in all kinds of
in a
stuff.
lot of stuff.
My mom
So-
puts sour cream in desserts.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
She'll put it in cakes and it makes it really moist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've heard of that.
So this must be what made it nice and
Yeah.
gooey. Wow.
This is crazy.
All right, let's try the real thing. Wow. Every ingredient is crucial.
Oh
I'm
God.
flabbergasted.
Cream cheese did that.
So cream cheese really like made it go
Yes,
up.
and I love that. I love how floofy and thick
Yeah, it
is.
was different.
But this is a sugar cookie to me. Like that is.
That is a
classic.
sugar cookie.
Wow. See, this is it.
the flavor is
Wow.
distributed
Okay, I'm
differently.
gonna see.
Ready?
Oh, this is it. This is it for me because that last cookie we just ate was bordering on a loaf. This is a cookie.
I'm gonna be honest. I like the loaf.
Soft and tender.
That was like basically bread. Like that was
No.
This is a cookie.
It reminded me that cookie. They were right. They were right.
Oh.
They said so much, and the cream cheese did what glamour never could.
Yeah.
Oh,
100%.
That loaf cookie was something I feel like I would get at a high tea.
Yeah.
Haven't we all
tea room.
Haven't we all heard the wisdom of our lives? I fucked it. Haven't we heard?
Do you guys get those charts on Instagram that it's like butter, no butter?
Oh yeah, like this one
almond
had too
milk.
much sugar. This one had.
It's true. Like I was like, there's no way that. Yeah, it's true.
Baking is math.
That
Baking
crazy.
is
That blows
math.
my mind.
And cooking is dance.
Cooking is dance.
That is
Baking is
so
math.
true.
Baking is math and cooking is dance.
This was not a crime.
Yeah.
No, not
a
at all. Off scot-free. And you
No,
know what? We're gonna
scot-free.
pay you.
And guys, she commented on the right thread.
She did the right recipe.
True.
She wasn't drunk at the wheel.
She hit the bare minimum.
Like Mr. Eminem.
Chance,
Yes.
Angela,
Yes.
lovers of food and being silly goofy. Thank you for helping me with these cases today. I truly could not have done it without you.
Thank you for guiding us through and being our spiritual guru.
Truly.
I'm a detective.
Oh.
If you want more of this, post in the comments like a little crazy person.
No, don't.
Say cookies? Cookies?
Cookies?
If you find recipes that have comments like this, please send them to us on Reddit or tweet them at us, tag Smosh, and we will put them to the test. And if you want to solve another crazy mystery that is, will Anthony be roasted to death tomorrow? Go to smosh.rip, get your tickets. It's going to be the best show you ever damn seen. And these two are doing a musical halftime show in the middle of it, so get ready.
Oh shit. I fell off my chair. Bye.
All right. Action on Courtney.
Oh my God.
Okay, shut up. When you... Just needed to remember which camera, okay? Shut up. When you make your food, is every ingredient critical? Or is it okay to sub some out? Or leave one all together? Oh my God, I just opened this notepad and it says you have 5 minutes.
To what?
I don't know.
To figure this out? Snickerdoodles.
Wait. No, what is the cookie in the Italian cookie with all the colors? No, you'd only use the blue. Because I don't think it's a smell thing. I think it's a consistency thing. I think it's literally like a physics thing with how things like pop up.
Can I do something really quick?
Yeah.
Somebody cooked.
I thought you were gonna chuck it.
Did you do the thing that you wanted to do?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Okay.